and welcome to our video all about what the Year 1 children will be up to this summer term.
In maths, we're going to be starting to look at multiplication and division. So we'll be working on our 2s, 5s and 10s. We will be counting in equal groups. So for example, 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. 3 lots of 10 is 30. We will also be making array models. Now this might be a new term that you're not familiar with.
So this is what an array looks like for those of you that aren't familiar with one. They are made up of columns and rows, and the idea is to help children visualise what the multiplication would look like. So we can have 5 columns of 3, which is 15, or you could also say 3 rows of 5, which is also 15, and that helps them to understand that multiplication can be done either way around and you still get the same answer. We will then also start to understand division in a similar way by making equal groups. So for example, they might be sharing objects between 3 groups or 5 groups or 10 groups to make sure that all of the groups have the same amount in. A big focus for English this term is our phonics screening, which we've shared a video about previously, and the children are going to continue to practice working on these key skills for the phonics screening. So for the phonics screening, they need to be able to segment words to read them, identifying the special friend sounds before blending it together to read the words. These are our 3 key texts for English. We've got Can't You Sleep Little Bear, Once There Was Giants and Bigu, and we're going to be using these 3 texts to form narratives of our own. A big focus for Year 1 children in the final term is extending their sentences using but and to add additional information.
In science, we are going to be moving on to looking at the parts of a plant, and it's really exciting. We will have a trip coming up to the botanical gardens so we can learn on hand all about plants and the parts of them.
In geography, we're going to be focusing on London, so learning about some of the key landmarks and focusing on it as our capital city of the UK. In ET, we'll be moving on to learning about how to prepare food, so we're going to be cutting, chopping and slicing vegetables and fruits to try and make a final product. The children will be learning some really key life skills throughout that topic.
If you have any questions, feel free to contact us on Seesaw or just grab us on the door and we'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you.